will be facing off Alter Ego in the grand finals. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, all trainers alike, we are now starting our game number 1 for the draft phase.
Oh yeah, Buriram Esports, by the way, hasn't encountered Alter Ego yet, at least for the playoffs. But if we're gonna reflect back all the way into the group stage, Alter Ego up against Buriram Esports. Buriram Esports actually won up against them, but in a 2-1. So it's really hard to tell if Buriram Esports actually managed to get the victory here and done up against MSJ. It's really hard to tell who's gonna be winning it in terms of series, because for the record, they actually got the W up against those guys, but this is playoffs once again, and Miraen Sejong has proved that it could pull off a lot in the playoffs.
Right, and here we have it. I mean, we will definitely have our definite answer, mainly because this is a rematch between these two teams from earlier today, and now, you know, it's we'll see if that was a fluke. I mean, I don't want to call it the fluke, really. I think Miraen Sejong played phenomenal on match number 1. We just need to see whether or not it is going to be still the same going into this, or would Buriram Esports be able to bring the momentum they have against Paper Rex going up against Miraen Sejong?
And yes, here we go. Hoopa, Aegislash, once again, Aegislash, acting defender of the team. We've seen this quite some time already, at least for tonight, for this day. But definitely, they still have one more spot. That could be an attacker. Actually, they need some range as well, so I can actually see what could be it. You know why? You know, it's very wide open, and none of the teams actually used it, and right now, Buriram Esports actually does lack a lot of range here.
Oh, no, yeah, I mean, that's what they're missing, really, the backlane attacker, instead of Miraen Sejong, whereas Buriram Esports is missing a backlane attacker as well, so this is going to, I'd say, going to be quite a difficult time for Buriram Esports, mainly because of the fact that there's definitely going to be a Pokemon where they won't be able to burst down in terms of damage just because of the fact that it is away from the team. You know, that is the Espeon, although at the same time Espeon is not really like a long range attacker for the back lane, it's more of like a mid range, right? So I mean, I guess it's not going to be that much of a problem, but it's still a problem nonetheless.
Yeah, still a problem, but not major problem, just like what you've said, because they do have Buriram Esports does have Rainy D, which is an Absol, can actually go for the Midnight Slash or actually any kind of moveset, depending on the preference. He could actually get close to anyone else as quick as he wants to, and go for the KO. But just imagine, they do have an Espeon, they do have 2 supporters, very quick to eliminate.
The thing is, what I noticed as well here is that the only special attack that affecting Pokemon into the side of Buriram Esports is Blissey. That is the only Pokemon that has that is scales with special attack. Everyone else is on physical attack, right? So that might be a problem going up against that of Miraen Sejong, especially that they have the Aegislash and they do have the ever so defense tiering Pokemon that is the Espeon with the Slick Spoon.
Yeah, totally agree with you with that one, because they don't have someone to go for the SP attack, penetration, or the burst damage, actually, just like what you said, it's just the Egg Bombs who would actually do the damage in terms of SP attack, so it's gonna be the setback, actually, but it would all rely down, as far as I can tell, into the Absol. If it could actually blow up a lot of damage, there's not gonna be a problem anymore for Buriram Esports. They just need to maximize the lead of that Absol as much as they can. You know, without
the thing is, if they can, that is the huge question. Would they be able to do it? And if they do, would they be able to maintain it? Because those are two different questions. Those are two different scenarios, right? Because again, as we have mentioned, as I have mentioned as well earlier, Absol is good in the early game and the mid game, but everyone else catches up to the Absol by the late game.
Yeah, and speaking of catching up, if that Absol is going to be behind, definitely it would be a difficult task to burst down a lot of the members. But right now, Buriram Esports, they don't have someone to defend things down this top path. But yes, they do manage to get the Swabbles and Altarius in the bottom path, but that's just a free set of goals, no challenge whatsoever.
Yes, and you know, it's quite interesting what Buriram Esports is doing at the moment. You know, it's only chancing. It's not even defending the top path, but trying to get to the top path. As Miraen Sejong was able to just put in some points, but then again, you know, like Miraen Sejong is doing a bit of the same as well down bottom, leaving only the side up down. But I'm not quite sure what to feel of what's happening as of the moment for both the teams. And Buriram Esports has been able to destroy the first score goal down bottom at just sub 2 minutes.
Well, that's actually quick, and this might actually be an advantage and at the same time disadvantage. Why? Because Miraen Sejong actually has the wild Pokemons on the bottom side of their map, so they can actually scale up, or they can actually get experience as fast as they could by not overextending a little bit, and that can actually be their win condition into the mid game. But we're not gonna be quite sure because this Absol is available.
Oh no, the Serena went to a different direction. You know, wrong turn.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's the least the Serena can do, really. I mean, we can't really blame them. They just want to buy a lot of time for the teammates to be able to adjust to a different path, as we just have seen. Right now, we have, you know, Ayaka with that of and the Absol as well, going up top, along with, of course, Papaza with that of the Trevenant, and just like that, they have now adjusted. But Miraen Sejong now putting down some points down bottom to the first score goal.
Right now, Regi is available for the HP regeneration. That's going to be a quick secure coming in for Miraen Sejong. That's the end. Not going to be quite enough of the timing. And right now, Buriram Esports is looking for the KOs.
Yes, and look at that. Rainy Day is going to be taken out into the side of Buriram Esports. Miraen Sejong doesn't want no 2-1 no more. They want a 2-0.
Oh yeah, they want to rest, they want to go to the 2-0, they want to analyze what are the win conditions that they would have here, and later on if they do get this W in this series. But look at that! Being able to take it down, another knockout coming at the side of Miraen Sejong, perfectly executed the way they wanted it to be, because they need the Regieleki at the top path.
Yes, sirree. And here we have it. Another attack here from Miraen Sejong up top, but Ayaka was able to help down, you know, the Absol as well. But then again, we also have to consider that Midnight Slash is open up, and we might be able to see it just now. Look at that, as I am saying, Revenant ran into the Midnight Slash. Beautiful combination. Going to be able to take down 2 into the side of Miraen Sejong, but unfortunate for them, as Miraen Sejong was still able to get the Regieleki for their own team. But look at that, Saya is going to be the answer from Miraen Sejong, but still not going to be enough. There's no follow-up damage for them. And look at this. Dropkick is going to be the play of the game here for Miraen Sejong, just to be able to get away, get a little bit of disengagement. But the thing is, they couldn't follow up the Regieleki when they needed to.
Oh yeah, that's actually an easy access all the way into the goal zone, but they don't have the Eos energy and the spacing that they need to come.
Oh! Did you see that attack?
What was that?
Did you see that? Hyperspace hole, just to be able to get the benefit of a speed boost, and then get away, Phantom Force in the hyperspace hole, and then use Phantom Force again to go back. That means they don't have their the cooldown coming in from that of the hyperspace hole.
That was really phenomenal execution by Chobo, and an additional reward, which is the KO that they have. And but Papaza managed to keep Chobo under control with that wood hammer, but not going to be quite enough, as Sejong will try to, get the armor down of Papaza with the Ensign Fist, actually denying every single defense that it has.
And now, I'm seeing Miraen Sejong does have the position advantage to the Regieyes, but Papaza wants to try to push them away, seal this one up. But Revenant Ren is going to be playing the game here. They're going to be able to secure it. No, it was going to be taken down by Miraen Sejong. Unfortunately, full power Saya is going to be popped out again, but Papaza is going to be able to survive. No, they will not, but at least they are taking down the H-Slash with them along.
Wow, Rainy D right on time to get the response for their team for an additional knockout and additional experience, and that was actually phenomenal map awareness. But right now they have to climb up as soon as they can. They need that Regieleki once again to apply some pressure, but Buriram Esports, they have the upper hand here. Miraen Sejong struggling a little bit in terms of position.
Yes, sir. And here we have it. Another mid-air sledge going to be
Wow.
popped up just to be able to take down that Urshifu. And now that wasn't able to, take down. Well, wasn't able to follow through after the Urshifu, and now allowed him to be able to get away with the elevator. But now, 3 minutes and a half left into the game, and they still have a lot of time to get their XPs and of course their Unite move as well up and running, ready for that of the Unite Rayquaza. But look at this, Chobo now uses Rings Unbound just to be able to get the Unbound form, because they still have a lot of time here to regenerate their Unite moves as well. But look at this though, nobody actually jumped into the portal, and now they are getting eaten up here by Buriram United Esports, unfortunately.
Not quite sure why was that the response from the Hoopa, but like to tell you, it does take a lot of time. He still has 1 minute to recharge that Unite move, and look at the Urshifu coming all the way into the bottom path. 50 points, it will be denied quickly, and that is an objective secured coming in for BRU.
There you have it, Buriram United Esports. Both of them still on quite an equilibrium in terms of like the points. 210 to 213. Not a lot of points there. That's only 3 points advantage. But still, what's going to be the problem here would be going into that Rayquaza. The Regieleki is currently inside of Buriram United Esports, and now they're going to be taking in the Regieleki as well. Have a little bit of a buff in terms of the defense and special defense, so really has the advantage against that of Miraen Sejong. And they do also have, the lead in terms of XP, so really all they need to do now is defend this well away from Miraen Sejong.
Yeah, and that's actually the name of the game right now. But Miraen Sejong, as much as possible, they need to sneak in some goals. No one knows actually who has the lead so far. So definitely, it must be an all-out as well. They have to go.
There we have it. Oh!
Sorry, Sejong.
Here the Rayquaza, Miraen Sejong is going to be the one taking the Rayquaza. Jong unfortunately does not have any more Rayquaza buff, but at least everyone else still do, and now they're going to be putting in some points. They were able to stop down this arena as well up top, and now they're going to be scoring in for themselves, over capping the secondary score goal as well, and another 46 points coming from that ward, and 50 points, 100 points coming in from Spirits. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And all trainers alike, 1 minute is up left here. The question is, would Buriram United Esports still be able to score? Yes, they could, but the thing is, they don't have any more points to put down.
Yeah, don't have any points right now. They still have some buffs here, definitely. Oh, it was going to be removed by Ayaka, but not going to be quite enough despite Buriram United Esports trying to contest this fight. They don't have a chance to get in and score enough goals, but Miraen Sejong keeps it going on. 4 KOs for their team.
There we have it, 801 to 210. Even if they all have 50 points, it's still not going to be enough to, catch up into Miraen Sejong. And just like that, Miraen Sejong has now secured game number 1. Seems as if we're going to be seeing a little bit of a repeat of what happened in game number 1. But then again, this might be an introduction to a 2-0 as well, just to, put themselves up there. That hey, we just had a little bit of a difference on on our first matchup on the first earlier in the day, but rather now we are ready to answer back against that of Buriram United Esports.
Yeah, Miraen Sejong again, full of surprises. I wouldn't say it's a flip, right?
It's not a flip. It's not a flip.
It's definitely not a flip. It's actually a close game. But the thing is, no one knows who has the lead. And definitely what they could actually do is just go all out into Rayquaza. I mean, there's only to be a strategic team. Honestly, you just want to eye on the prize. That's the Rayquaza. Get it as quick as you can. Be a tactical one in terms of the last hit. And if you get it, you win. If you don't get it, definitely you will drop down the game. That was the name of game number 1. And Miraen Sejong took it as an opportunity instead of a downside.
Oh yeah, for sure. And now they are just one game. Really help them down, win their fights. And now we are going to be seeing the same thing happen to Miraen Sejong.
And yeah, there's actually no switching of sides here. So BRU will remain at the purple side, Miraen Sejong at the orange side. And for the draft, I feel like their pickings a while ago, there's actually no problem. For BRU, yes, it could have been better if they do have an SP attack, just like what JJ could have said. The most must have as well on your team, and those egg bombs not gonna be enough.
It's not definitely going to be enough though. But here we have the final ban of the lower bracket finals is going to be it's going to be the Sturridge. Really, I mean, we saw how much power the Sturridge did earlier, especially the Revenant Ren into the midnight slash combination. That is something that nobody wants to have. Although, you know, Miraen still won, it was still a problem. But now, Buriram Esports starting off with the guard jump. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, beautiful stuff indeed. We haven't seen this for, you know, at least for this day, for the playoffs, but we've seen it numerous times already in the tournament. You know, Buriram Esports being able to use it with the Dragon type composition, the Dragon Rush, and the Dragon Claw, being able to give a lot of space for their team. So, quite interesting of what's going to happen here. Is this is going to be the effect or the winning effect of BRU, or Miraen Sejong could actually just shut them down.
Right, and it seems like we're going to be seeing a bit of the same thing into the side of Miraen Sejong. You know, still starting off with the Psyduck, then the Urshifu, and then possibly, well, no longer the Hoopa, obviously, because it was stolen here by Buriram Esports, but it is going to be answered here by Subin's Espeon, which we all know for a fact that Subin having that Espeon puts up a lot of power into Miraen Sejong, especially with its very perfectly timed Psychic Slayers.
Right now, Mewtwo and Dodrio locked in, so they don't have another set of SP attack Pokemons. It's just the Hoopa. So this is another challenge for BRU by not having an SP attack. But on the other hand, NSG does have that one. And that's going to be Sabine.
And you know, again, when they have this, when what do you call this? If you let Sabine have the Espeon, it's almost like Micross's Leafeon. It's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing.
Yeah, totally same thing. But I'm quite excited for this game number 2. For the draft itself, I think I have to respect Miraen Sejong for having this well-balanced lineup despite not having a defender. They have a very stable healer, which is actually the Blissey, can provide some hindrance with the Egg Bomb. But same thing goes for the Psyduck. Hindrance, you know, buying a quarter of a second. That's gonna be enough for these 3 Pokemons, Urshifu, Espeon, and Serena, to deal the damage that they want to do later on the fight. But let's not forget, BRU, despite not having an SP attack, they have the power to go back into the base as quick as they can, at the same time, you know, go out into the fights with that Dodrio on their hand.
Yeah, and now Dodrio definitely going to be, well, you know, an annoyance into the side of, you know, Miraen Sejong. But then again, with this kind of composition, I think, especially with the Psyduck, really, they don't need the Umbreon. The Psyduck is all that's enough. Disable, you know, and Dodrio needs to keep on running to get its passive up. Bro, it's disables all they need to do.
Yeah, for sure. And that disable will contribute a lot for Miraen Sejong if that Serena is already on its evolved form. Because right now it's just a bounce route, so they need some time. And that Urshifu as well. So you have to get the evolutions first. And if those, you know, if those detects would land at the side of Ward, definitely a lot of benefit for Miraen Sejong.
And here we go. Buriram Esports is the first one to put down some points. Still nothing happening here, you know, nothing major. Everyone still wants to get in their points, get their stacks, get their a little bit of XP as well, while waiting for the 850, you know, 850 birds here, down bottom and up top. But still, you know, just waiting for the right time to push in. Dodrio, though, Rainy Day, is trying to get its well, passive. It's running passive.
Yeah, run away.
Yeah, run away.
And right now, oh, quite surprising that Miraen Sejong actually took the Swablu's and Altarias a while ago, because that Dodrio was already in position. It was already ready. But the amount of damage that this Urshifu could actually do definitely save their objective and get the upper hand in terms of XP.
Buriram Esports, though, off cam was able to take down Sabine with that of the Espion uh, down bottom. But with that being said, though, again, nothing really majors being dealt here. Even if they do get a little bit of a chaos here for both of the teams, really, not really major, unless, especially now we are at 2 minute, top 2 minutes, is if they can take down the carry of the teams. In this case, Miraen Sejong, that is the Urshifu, or the Serena. And either side of Buriram Esports, obviously, that is the Garchomp. And we all know for a fact that Garchomp really takes a while to score, to level up.
Yeah, still a Gabite here, but it's actually the ground type. It's actually the Dig and Earthquake, so it's not as quick as it should be a Dragon type. But right now, the reset would come in perfectly timed by BRU to bounce back up against Miraen Sejong.
Yeah, I mean, this is quite interesting because obviously normally you want to see Dragon Rush and the Dragon Claw, but Dig into Earthquake is in this kind of composition against that of Miraen Sejong, I think they would really need and want the disposition abilities of the Garchomp. This might have been a misclick, but nonetheless, they are making it work. They were able to take down 3 Pokemon into the side of Miraen Sejong. As we can see, there we go. That is a Dragon Rush and a Dragon Claw. That was just the Bulldoze, not an Earthquake, the Bulldoze. And it wouldn't really make it a lot of sense if they do go for the Earthquake. Not in this stage of the tournament, not against this kind of competition against Miraen Sejong. So it was a Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw.
Alright, I really thought it was, Earthquake. It actually has almost the same animation, but right now, Spirits has to back away a lot. Gets the Citrus Berry to give another lifeline, but Jong has to back away a lot here. Chobo trying to throw up the eggs in order to prevent that goal zone from being destroyed.
Yeah, and here you go. The hyperspace hold just to be able to get a little bit of HP recovery here and help them down to go back, push down the second, the first is goal down bottom. Man, that was really quick. They were able to get in immediately the major objectives, top and bottom.
Yeah, and actually after
I didn't even notice, bro.
After getting the objective, after getting it, clear the wilds and. It's an all-out fight once again. That's the sequence. And if you do it at a quick facing, definitely you would get a ton of lead here if you manage to complete or seal off the fight.
Yeah, and here you go. We're Versa's story now at level 8, almost half into level 9, almost have access to the rings and bound. But look at that. Even Fist!
Yes!
Even Fist! Where are they going, bro? Where are they going? Where are they going?
All the way beneath the tier 1 goal zone. That was actually worth it. And Buriram Esports having a minute collapse here, all the way into the bottom path. They have to back away. They need a reset for a much more viable setup.
And here we go. At the very least, right? Like they were able to get a -1 in terms of the Unite move, and what do you call this? At least it was only 1 Pokemon that got taken out into the side of Buriram Esports. If it were like 2, 3 Pokemon, then that would have been detrimental for BRU.
Oh yeah, I totally agree with you. Detrimental indeed. But right now, they have to set their prioritization all the way into the objective. Regieleki is up, Reggie bottom in 5 seconds. And this is actually a phenomenal defense for Chobo.
Wow.
Keeping an eye on the Regirock while their teammates gets the Regieleki.
Miraen Sejong does quick work of the Regieleki, but this is going to be a handshake as they were able to take down the Regirock on bottom, but the rings and bounds are going to be popped up as well, just to make sure everyone goes in. Sure, you might have the Regieleki pushing down and having a bit of a wants to try to get its own points, but we are now going to let that happen. As we are going to have our own set of goals as well, and the Garchomp as well was able to repel away the Regieleki by itself.
Yeah, and that was a beautiful handshake, actually. The moment that the rings and bound was actually pop up portals, you have to score it all the way into the top path, while there is someone stopping the top.
Oh! Was it enough, though?
It wasn't enough.
It's going to be able to get away. Oh, the grassy glide, though, unfortunate. And that was a 4v1, too.
Yeah, but actually that did cost a lot for Miraen Sejong. So right now, Buriram Esports could actually take this opportunity to win a team fight.
And there you go. That is going to be another one here. Going to be able to take down not only one, but also some of their resources into that of the central area.
Yeah, they really need the prioritization. Indeed, but Dodrio was taken down immediately. That is the negative side of a Dodrio. You're too squishy, yet you are so quick. So it's actually a double-edged sword. You're quick, but at the same time, that could actually backflip in you.
No, yeah, for sure. But look at this though, the isolation against spirits. But unfortunately for them, you know, there wasn't a lot of there wasn't a backup. You know, there wasn't a reinforcement to finish the job. But then again, you know, very sad story. Gonna be able to make use of the rings unbound. But the thing is, there's only 1 minute left, and I'm not quite sure if it is going to be enough to catch to charge their Unite move, unless otherwise obviously they can get in a lot of resources, get in a lot of wild Pokemon, and or get KO'd themselves, because it does give you what, like 25 30 charge, 30%, if I'm not mistaken, when you get KO'd.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. But right now, that Regirock could be clutched on time by either of the teams. That Regieleki is going to be applying a lot of pressure for BRU. So Miraen, Sejong, they actually don't want to risk this Regirock. They don't want to take it. They know that it is just a close game. So this is actually the same scenario of game number 1. They would just go all out into Rayquaza because they don't know who actually has the lead.
I mean, how would they know when both of them are at 207?
Right? But here's the thing, Buriram Esports actually touched down 207 first, so that means that they are actually in the lead.
Yes, sir, and here we go. Infinite Cyber is going to be popped up, and it's going to be 2-0 Buriram Esports. That is the Trevenant and the guard jump, the biggest defense and attack from Buriram Esports. They cannot do it. It is only going to be the Trevenant that can go in side of the portal, but the thing is, it's not going to have a lot of damage to take down Rayquaza, but at least it can dispossession Miraen Sejong. But the thing is, they are still complete.
Garchomp just used the jump pad. Can he make it on time? Triple trap.
Oh no! Oh no!
He missed the opportunity. And right now,
trample whiff. It did not go through the Rayquaza, and instead it went over the fence, up the side of the Rayquaza. That would have been a steal.
And right now, Miraen Sejong has to score. They have a lot of shields, they have a lot of energies, and they could just slam it into the goal zones of BRU. And ladies and gentlemen, Miraen Sejong is gonna be back for grand finals with 38 seconds left.
Wow, just wow, dude. Like, Buriram eats the flip. Dude, if I was the Dodrio, I would cry. I would cry. The triple trample going over the Rayquaza, not to the Rayquaza. Oh my goodness, bro. I would cry. I would cry.
That's actually the downside of Dodrio. Like, you
where's going to go through?
You cannot leap into the walls. You have to go over it. It's not like an eject button. It's not like the other moves. Not like a Phantom Force. You have to go all over it. You need to find the space. You need to find the right track in order for you to land on the target spot. And if that triple trample was casted at an earlier time, it would have been different for BRU.
Honestly, no. I think it should have been positioned near the Rayquaza, not over the fence of the the Rayquaza, because then it would actually hit the Rayquaza instead of going over. But then again, how would you? If I was in the place, I wouldn't really think much about it, because hey, it's my Unite move. We are in the middle of a battle, of a team battle, and we are on a battle again of whoever's going to be able to take down the Rayquaza. So obviously, it's not going to be for me at least. I wouldn't be able to